it's had so many impacts beyond what we initially expected. I mean, it's about overdose funding. It was a Community and Action Initiative grant with the Ministry of Mental Health and Addictions, as well as the Overdose Emergency Response Centers. And we started by forming a group of people with outreach workers and peer support workers, and we created a bit of a peer support network. And those folks were out and about in the community. And for Forward House, because we're a house that people access, we don't have that opportunity to do outreach like this is. And we see clients who are mostly fairly stable in their lives, and so they may still be battling addictions, but they're able to come to the house clean and sober. And in this project, our outreach workers were dealing with folks who are not there yet. They're still very active in their addictions. Many of them are living on the street, and so they're not really able to engage in the mental health services we have here. And so now all of a sudden, our outreach workers were learning more about these people. They were sitting down with the people where they were at, so at community lunches and things like that, and being able to talk to them and make sure that they knew about local resources, connecting to them. And another big piece of it was that we have our first supportive housing coming to Parksville. And this is Orca Place, which Island Crisis Care is going to be running with BC Housing involved. And we were able to actually help people fill out applications for the housing. We did the vulnerability assessment tools with folks. We were able to be involved in the decision making. And it's just been amazing to see that project coming to fruition. And now our outreach workers have been giving people the good news, and we're now helping people with that transition plan to get into the housing. And the peer support workers have been amazing at working with people and encouraging them and supporting them and sharing their own lived experience with them. So it's just really brought different parts of the community together that I think were in silos originally. And on top of that, for our workers at Forward House, we've seen more of what the whole picture is now. So I think it's changed the way that we look at our clients. It's changed the way that we work with our clients. And I think it's helped us to create an even more welcoming space for folks that are really marginalized in this community and vulnerable. And so it's been a wonderful project. It has also involved a community education piece. So we were able to go out and one of our fellows who's been recently housed talked about his previous addiction issues and talked about how our community came together and was able to provide him with support. Churches were involved and organizations, and so he got housed and he's planning on going back to school now. And so it was a truly inspirational story that he was able to share. And then we've also worked with our harm reduction committee, and we're looking at handing out some informational pieces. We've been doing some for clients living on the street, but we're going to put more together. And we're also making these videos so that we can widely spread the word about what's happening and hopefully instill some hope in people that often don't have a lot of